Hello everybody and happy Sunday. It is time for Sunday screening with me, Nina Soden, the redheaded author. And today we are talking about The Art of Racing in the Rain. This is a 2019 release. It's actually still in the theater, so you do have time to see it on the big screen. It was directed by Simon Curtis. The screenplay is written by Mark Baumbach. And it is based on a New York Times best-selling book by Garth Stein. This is actually number 4 on the September 2019 New York Times bestsellers list. So definitely check out the movie, check out the book. All right, the stars of this one are Kevin Costner, who plays the voice of Enzo, the dog, Amanda Seyfried, who plays Eve, and Milo Ventimiglia, who plays Denny Swift, the race car driver. This one is a comedy, drama, romance, sport movie. A lot of genres in there for one film, and its runtime is about 109 minutes long. There is a link down below in the description so that you can pick up the book. Definitely get that. I recommend reading the book before seeing the movie. I did not do that. However, I would have if I could do it over. All right, I gave this one a 3.33 star rating. Let me tell you why. For writing and story, I gave it 3 stars. For cinematography, I gave it 3 stars. And for characters and acting, I gave it 4 stars. We will get into the details of that in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and check out the IMDb blurb. Through his bond with his owner, aspiring Formula One race car driver Denny, Golden Retriever Enzo learns that the techniques needed on the racetrack can also be used to successfully navigate the journey of life. Yep, this one's a dog movie. All right, IMDb storyline gets a little bit more detailed. Dog lovers often believe their canine family members understand language, comprehend events, have opinions, and exude loyalty. So in The Art of Racing in the Rain, wise old dog Enzo Swift shares thoughts about the life experiences which prepared him to protect his family in times of greatest need. Okay, yeah, I'm a dog lover. I have a dog, and I do believe that our dogs comprehend emotion, understand some language, and definitely exude loyalty. Enzo does all of those things in this film. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is my 2 cents. So 2019 seems to be the year of dog movies, right? I mean, earlier this year we had A Dog's Way Home, we had A Dog's Journey. Now we have The Art of Racing in the Rain. So, have you seen this film? Have you seen any of these movies? I would love to know what you thought of them. I need your comments down below. Share with me your thoughts. Which of the 3 movies were your favorite if you saw them all? What did you think of them? Do you avoid dog movies altogether because they can be somewhat emotional? Or do you avoid them because they're dog movies? Or do you absolutely love them? Now, me personally, I go and see them all. I haven't loved them all, but I go and see them all, and oftentimes I do find myself getting rather emotional. Okay, now let's get to the critical points. Writing and story. I did say that I gave this 3 stars. The writing is good. It's average. I wish I had read the book first so that I'd be able to compare them, but I didn't, so I can't. I will say this though, there isn't a whole lot of meaningful dialogue in this one. There are a lot of cute little one-liners, but not a lot of substantial dialogue where the characters are getting to know one another or connecting on a meaningful, emotional level. It has a strong made-for-TV feel to it, and I could see that it could easily have succeeded on television. I was a little surprised this one went straight to theaters. The story is cute. I mean, who doesn't like a movie about dogs centered around a cute dog? However, when this one takes a turn, leaving the dog story kind of behind for a bit and focusing more on the human aspect of the film, that's when we really get to see what this film is. And in my opinion, it is a Lifetime movie with a pretty common plot. Sure, there are some emotional scenes, there are some emotional moments, and some tragic things happen in this film. Things that could happen to anyone, and I'm sure there are people out there that relate to this film in so many ways. Things in this film will break your heart. And if they happen in real life, it is tragic. However, the way that this film portrays these moments, the way that it goes about these moments, and I don't want to give too much away, but the way that it goes about these emotional, tragic moments didn't really hit the right emotional button with me. With that said, most dog movies are seen as family films. You know, take the whole family along. But this one does hit on some pretty depressing topics that I just don't see kids being entertained by. If they look beyond those topics, sure, it's a fun movie for the whole family. All right, cinematography, I gave this one 3 stars, basically because there just wasn't anything substantial about the cinematography in this film. Nothing really to write home about. Sure, there were a few scenes on the racetrack where the camera is following or panning or in the car with Denny as he's racing, and those can be fun, but there wasn't a whole lot of wow moments in this film. Nothing amazing that happened with the cinematography. It just was there. The camera was there following these moments. Nothing too substantial. All right, character and acting, I gave it 4 stars. This may be a little generous, but I have to say that the Best Actor award for this film definitely goes to the dog, or rather dogs, plural. There were multiple dogs that played Enzo, but seriously, those dogs did amazing. Kudos to the trainers who were on set getting these dogs to do exactly what was needed. They did a fantastic job. And with Kevin Costner's voice giving life to Enzo, the film really couldn't go wrong, right? His timing and his delivery of Enzo's lines are just perfect. He gave an old soul to Enzo, and that made it seem just a little bit more down to earth and a little bit more realistic for me. So our other 2 main characters are Amanda Seyfried, and she played Eve, the significant other of Milo, who played Denny Swift, and they played off each other really well. I mean, Amanda was great. She always is. She is just a natural on screen, and wow, I did not see that coming. This movie, as I'm sure the book did, took a major turn with her character. I won't give it away, I won't go into the details, but I wasn't expecting it. Now, I didn't know much about the book. I haven't read it, like I said, so I didn't know where the story was going to go. She did a beautiful job showing true emotion throughout her performance. I just wish we could have seen a bit more of it from the dog's perspective. The story, like I said earlier, did kind of take a turn away from the dog's perspective and showed more of the human storyline, and I wish we got to see that more from Enzo's perspective. Milo did a good job. I have enjoyed his acting since his days on The Gilmore Girls. I think he Felt a little stifled in this one, a little bit stiff in this one, but overall not bad. He showed his emotions. He had some good emotion driven moments, but all in all, his character was more of one-liners than deep, true conversation, and I wished we got to see a little bit more of that, of him. The movie is called The Art of Racing in the Rain. I really wish we could have seen Milo's character race a bit more. We did get to see him drive around the track, mostly when other drivers were not on the track with him, and he did a great job, but I wish I could have seen a little bit more of the racing, multiple car racing. I felt a little gypped in that area since it is a movie about racing. All right, my favorite quotes. I always have at least one, and this one I do have one, and the quote is this: "There is no dishonor in losing the race. There is only dishonor in not racing because you are afraid to lose." Right? So I tell my kids all the time, it's okay if you fail, but if you never try, you're guaranteed to fail 100% of the time. There's no dishonor in failing, but there is dishonor in not even trying because you're afraid. So definitely, I love this quote about no dishonor in losing the race. There's only dishonor in not racing because you are afraid to lose. We learn the most things in life when we fail. So go out there and try and try and try and try and fail as many times as it takes to learn and to win. All right, let's sum this one up. The story as a whole wasn't bad. When the focus was on the dog, on Enzo telling the story from the dog's perspective, I was really into it. I loved it. It was when it took a turn and focused more on the human aspect of the story instead of what it was, a story about a dog. That's when it lost my focus. That's when I kind of fell away from it. Listen, with that said, this movie is still really good. If you loved it, I am so glad. And I enjoyed it too. I will say that I enjoyed it too. I am glad I went and saw it on the big screen. I may not have the most popular opinion about the film, but my job here is as a critic, and I want to share all aspects of the film and my opinion on it. So this one just didn't move me in the way that other dog movies have. It did not bring out the tears. Sure, I had some watery eyes, a little bit of misty focus, but it just wasn't that for me. It just didn't pull out those emotions, which is what I go to those dog movies for. Have you seen The Art of Racing in the Rain yet? Have you read the book? If you have, let me know in the comments below what you thought of either the book or the movie. I would love to know. I haven't read the book, but I plan to, and I do recommend seeing the film. Watch it for yourself and see what you think. Don't just take my word for how good or not good this film was. All right, 3.33 stars for the Racing in the Rain. That is Sunday screening for today with me, Nina Soden, the redheaded author. If you haven't done so already, please click like on this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also hit that bell below so you never miss a video when I post one. All right, everybody, until next time, enjoy the movies.